Hi, this is Bill Spatrino. This is our first back Truth Machine back of the fall. We had a little delay. Our producer Michael Stifler had not felt good, and then he is a college student, and he's been really busy with his exams. So we're just ready to start back. Plus, he's a Steelers fan too, and the Steelers are 0-3 for all you fans out there like Jim Carmey and others that love the Steelers. It's funny because when I was a kid, I started like the Steelers were like a bad team and the Browns were good when I was like 7 years old. Then they got Terry Bradshaw, they got Chuck Noll from Benedictine here in Ohio, and then for my 50 years of my life, except for a couple years, the Steelers beat the heck out of the Browns. And it was the opposite. Like before I was around, the Browns used to beat the Steelers. Okay. And then it just, maybe I was bad luck. I don't know. But now that's going to change, hopefully. We're going to get back in with we talk about the politics, we talk about the stocks, and then we talk about sports. This thing that's going on with the impeachment, okay, is really, really lame. Okay. These people, I don't even think they really understand what they're doing. Okay. We've got, in this primary, it's really come down now to the hooker, the booker, the fake Indian, and the grope, which is Joe thing, and the dope. Okay. And you can throw Alfred E. Newman, alias Mayor Pete in there, but he doesn't have any chance. Okay. I mean, he just doesn't have any chance. Sorry. Not going to happen. But I'm really starting to think that it's a three-man race right now between Bernie, Warren, the fake Indian, and Biden. I don't think that the other people have a chance. I do think that Booker or the hooker can be the vice presidents. And also Amy Klobuchar is trying to be the vice president. But this is what I know. They're not going to have a ticket with two white men. Okay, that's not going to happen. Okay, that's the trouble with Beto. If Beto doesn't win, he's not going to be. I just don't think he's going to be anything. Okay, I think he's really a putz. He was at Kent State, and I mean you're not going to win Ohio or Pennsylvania by taking people's guns. It's just not going to happen. And the Democrats cannot win this election without taking Pennsylvania. Okay, they basically of the states Trump won last time, they have to win Michigan, Wisconsin, and either Iowa or Pennsylvania. And they have to hold all the states they already won, which is going to be tough. Okay. I personally think that Minnesota, Virginia, New Mexico, Colorado, and Nevada, and New Hampshire are all states that the Democrats won that they could very easily lose this time, especially if they run the wrong candidate. I mean, this whole thing, see, the whole purpose of impeachment is they have to try to say that Trump is doing something wrong, okay? They can't, if Biden is the nominee, they can't go after him for not groping people because Biden does that. They can't make character a deal either if Elizabeth Warren wins because of her pretending to be an Indian, okay? And they can't talk about the millionaires and billionaires. If you notice, Bernie stopped. He calls it billionaires now because Bernie, Biden, and Harris have all made money. Harris was a slumlord. I mean, the Indian, Warren, was a slumlord. Okay. Harris can't talk about character because of her with Willie Brown. Willie, how may I dictate? Kamala, how may I dictate? They can't. I mean, Beto has done his stupid things. And Biden, like I said, his swimming naked that stuff's all going to go, it's all going to work against them. My personal feelings on this impeachment thing is meant as a smokescreen because they're trying to cover up for Biden and what he did. And in fact, Peter Schweitzer wrote a great, just Google Peter Schweitzer. He was on with Mark Levin the other night. He lays it all out. I mean, Biden's son got paid, okay, to be it was a payoff, okay, and they bought influence. China's bought influence. That's the thing that people don't really understand. My personal views, people have asked me, Billy, you predicted the last election. What do you think here? I think here that they're trying to get Biden across the finish line, but I don't think they can. And I think that the establishment might say, you know what? We're not going to win anyhow, but we want to get rid of this progressive wing that's running the party, okay? See, the trouble with the progressives are they're not going to raise any money from Wall Street, okay? I mean, CNBC's warning them, which is a liberal station. Look, if you run Elizabeth Warren, you're not getting any money from Wall Street. And money's important in these things. Trump lost he was outspent 4-1 last year and lost. I really believe Trump will outspend whoever the Democrat is, especially if it's Warren or Bernie, by 10-1. And there's no way in history that you can win an election like that being outspent 10-1. They will, you're going to see ads with Elizabeth Warren talking about how much money she made. Because she got to be a Harvard professor, okay? No, she'd have to give back all that money. All of it. It's just not going to be, it's going to get ugly no matter which one of them win, okay? They don't have a good candidate. And for those people who think, I bet a martini with someone today that thinks Hillary's going to get on the ticket. People forget about it, okay? Forget about it. Hillary Clinton is not going to be on any ticket. The Democratic Party is not going to, they didn't want her last time, truth be told. I'm telling you, the progressives are running the show here, okay? I'm almost positive that they will have Elizabeth Warren be the nominee. Okay, I'm almost positive about it. And they're going to set things up. And I think the establishment, like I said, they're going to try to get Biden through. But this guy's just Trump's already done a 1-minute video that shows all his screw ups, okay? And this guy's got 13 more months to have screw-ups, okay? And they'll be showing those videos. Like I said, they stayed home. Hillary lost last time because the people that stayed home, if the people that voted for Jill Stein would have voted for Hillary, they would have won. And I'm telling you, they're not unified. Trump last time, he didn't have the evangelicals 100% on his side. A lot of them stayed home, but they believe in him now. The independents are filled with a lot of people who are anti-war. And that's why they tried to get Iran, they tried to booby trap that and get Trump to attack Iran. He didn't do it. He's not falling for it. And I'm going to lead into this vaping thing, which we'll talk about the stocks, and I'll explain to you what they were trying to do to Trump. Okay. But he's not falling for it. Okay. And African American unemployment, female unemployment, Hispanic unemployment, all at record highs. Like record for employment record, record low on unemployment. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. But Biden still has a chance. People say, Billy, you think he has a chance? Yes, because the Democrats have to win Pennsylvania, okay? Beto is not going to fly in Pennsylvania. You cannot take people's guns. And I just don't think Bernie or Elizabeth Warren are going to be able to win Pennsylvania. Biden's from Pennsylvania, okay? And I just don't see that the working man can identify with these people. I just don't see it, okay? Biden has the African Americans on his side, okay? It's about all he has. The African Americans hate Mayor Pete. They will not ever vote for the guy, okay? and the African Americans as a group, especially the males, are not tolerant. And I'm sorry to say this, I'm not trying to make any kind of statement, just stating a fact that they're not permissive about gays, and they're just not permissive about it. Okay, as a group, they're not. Okay, I mean, political things show this in surveys. This is not me making it up. So I mean, you're just leaving yourself. I think Warren is the person to beat. I have to tell you, I think this wealth tax will be very important with certain people. Okay, I'm a person that could even be affected by it. And I don't think it's completely unfair. It's just not feasible to be able to enforce. And someone said to me, Billy, what do you think of the wealth tax? Honestly, if they would take away the inheritance tax, I would consider doing something like that. But they're not going to. Folks, these are just, there's a lot of talking going on. The first two primaries, I mean, I don't know that Biden will be able to get through the first couple of primaries, but you really don't know. I think he's winning right now, contrary to what they're saying. And I mean, see, the progressives that are left, like Bernie, as Beto and Bernie, I just don't think Bernie's going to leave the race. I just don't see it. And I see the Booker and the Hooker staying in till at least Iowa. And I can see Klobuchar staying in. I don't know how many of the other ones are going to, the guy in Texas, he's not Beto, the other one, the Hispanic guy, Castro, he's there. I mean, he's there just to try to, if you look at their group, there's a whole bunch of different dynamics that they're trying to get, okay? But the fact of the matter is the four biggest contenders, are basically, I mean, I guess you could say Harris is number 4. Some people could say Beto is. But I mean, the white people are in. I mean, white males are Beto and Bernie and Biden, okay? And you have Elizabeth Warren, who's pretending to be an Indian. Kamala Harris, who's pretending to be black, even though she's half Jamaican, half Indian. Cory Booker is African American, but I just don't think he also has the worst personality out of all these people. He's just, John Bon Jovi's trying to stand up for him, but it's not going to happen, okay? As we get closer, this impeachment is just a distraction. I don't know if these people even want to go through with this. They like to talk about things, but to calmer heads on the Democratic side, they don't want this. I mean, this is going to get swept up. See, I think that the Democrats could be doing this to get rid of Biden. I honestly believe that the progressives want Biden out. So what they're doing is, by going after Trump, it's going to come back and they're going to say that Biden made all these deals with the government, not Trump. And then Biden's going to be knocked out. Okay. And they're going to be able to get the fake Indian in. But we'll really see this. The other thing they're trying to do is with this vaping, and this is why this is going to lead to one of our stocks. What they're trying to do is they want cannabis legal. What's happening with this vaping is it's not Juul, folks. I'm just telling you. Juul's been around for a long time, and there was nothing wrong. And I've talked to doctors. In case you don't know, I'm a professional investor. I have beaten Wall Street. I've averaged 29% annually for the last 10 years, okay, or last 50, whatever years, okay. I've beaten Carl Icahn. I've beaten Warren Buffett. Yes, they're richer than me because they have more money and they run hedge funds, okay, and they're older than me, okay, as well. But my performance beats their performance, okay, truth be told. And those of you who have been with the Dividend Machine, the Inner Circle, or Petrino's Bioforum, you've benefited, okay? I've created many millionaires, and that's why I got into the Mayfield High School Hall of Fame. If you want to get tickets, please let me know to see me get inducted. I understand what's going on with investing. What's happened is they're trying to shake. See, Altria wanted a piece of Juul, and they wouldn't sell. So what did they do? They shook them down. They've had the political people go after them. But they won't say what's happening with this vaping because they don't want cannabis. These other states don't want cannabis to be illegal. And the mainstream media, what the Democratic Party tells them. See, they're trying to get Trump. They're trying to attract people they're going to talk about they want Trump to make vaping illegal, okay, and alienate the percentage of the people that vape, especially young people. He's not that foolish, okay? Not going to happen, okay? What is going to happen is vaping is not going to be made illegal. The stuff that's being sold on the black market is going to be, and that's what's causing everybody lung problems. Eventually, there's going to be a crackdown, and Altria's stock will go higher, okay, much higher, okay, and you'll be locking in over an 8% dividend yield, okay. This is a great investment. If you haven't bought Altria stock, symbol MO, get it. They're the number one stock in the world for chewing tobacco. They're 50%. They have 50%, over 50% of the market in the United States. They have a cigar business. They own 10% of Anheuser-Busch, InBev, which is like the biggest beer company in the world. They own and control. They got 40% of Juul. Okay, Juul controls the vaping market. They have about 78% of the market. Okay, and I don't care what the CDC people say. The people that are doing this, the brain surgeons in Congress decided about a year ago to change the vaping age from 18 to 21. So what did they do? They got people the mafia was developed in the 30s because, and look this up, because of prohibition, okay? Making things illegal, all that does is creates a black market, okay? And people say to me, Billy, should kids vape at 18? They can go to war at 18. They can pose for Playboy at 18. They can vote at 18. I understand why drinking is pushed back to 21 because of the drinking and driving. Greg Gutfeld, who has a show on Fox, talks about how vaping got him off cigarettes and then eventually he quit the vaping. He had an episode last week of the 3 people that were on it. 2 of them quit smoking because of one of them quit smoking because of the vaping and then went to vaping. Another guy quit smoking, went to vaping, and then stayed with it. Gutfeld actually quit both of them. And the other girl that's on that, Kat Timpf, she has switched from smoking to vaping. Okay, vaping didn't have any deaths. What bugs me is, and this is the thing that bugs me, millions of people have died from illegal drugs. Millions of people have died from obesity. Millions of people have died from cigarettes. Many people have gotten addicted to marijuana and basically ruined their lives. Maybe they didn't die from it, but they wasted their lives. Okay, and I know a lot of people like that. Okay, not a lot, but many. Okay, 13 people have died from vaping. Okay, and they didn't vape regular stuff. Okay, because if they would have, Juul's product hasn't changed in 3 or 4 years. Now, why are all the deaths coming? The deaths are coming because they vaped illegal things. Okay, and what bugs me is, the left wants there to be to give you an example, okay, of how the left operates. Juul was invented by 2 engineers at Stanford University their headquarters are in San Francisco, California. You're not allowed to Juul there, okay? You're not allowed to have vaping there, but you can poop on the streets. They have apps for pooping, okay, where they show where the poop is, okay? And one of my guys at my Spatrino Fair, Todd from San Francisco, he knows I hope the people at his place aren't listening, but he told me about it at my Spatrino Fair. And it's true. He could show me the app. Okay, they give syringes to people. You can get high. You can, walk around in these nude parades and all this stuff, but you can't vape. Okay, but you can have a syringe. This is the liberal nonsense that's going on in the country. Okay, what needs to happen is the black market. Last weekend in Minnesota, in Coon Rapids, Minnesota, which has a population of 62,000, they caught a person with 78,000 cartridges. Now, if that's what's going on there, what do you think's happening in Southern California when you go into Orange County, San Bernardino County, Kern County, and Los Angeles County? There's like 16 million people in that span. How much illegal drugs do you think are going around over there? Okay. If Coon Rapids, Minnesota has 60, they catch a person with 78,000. Where do you think the biggest drug dealers in the world are operating? And they're getting the stuff right. Why did I pick California? Stuff's coming right off the boat it's coming from China. They're counterfeiting things. These guys some of these people think they're using a real product. They're not. Trust me, they're not. Okay. What does this mean for Altria? This means the stock is going to run up. Okay. I rarely say something's a no-brainer. This is a no-brainer. Okay. Complete no-brainer. The last thing we're going to talk about today is the sports. We've got the NFL, the Cleveland Browns, which is my team. I have two teams, the Browns and the Bears. The Bears, Mitchell Trubisky got hurt, and the Bears won anyhow. The Bears should make it to the Super Bowl. They have by far the best defense in the league. Okay, I mean the Rams gave up 40 points yesterday. Okay, they made it to the Super Bowl last year. They gave up 40 points to Tampa Bay. Okay, trust me, the Bears defense is light years better. Okay, and the Bears added a rookie from Iowa State who's a really good player. And once Trubisky gets healthy, and he will, the team will be fine. Don't really worry about it. Okay. The Saints are a great team. They should have been in last year. Breeze is going to be out. Breeze will come back. I mean, I honestly think it'll be between the Saints and the Bears. Dallas, and they couldn't even beat the Saints without Drew Brees. And San Francisco is 3-0. I'm going to make a prediction right now. They're going to play the Browns on Monday Night Football next week. The Browns will win in San Francisco. They'll win. The Browns are... I've never seen two guys get taken to the cleaners like Baker Mayfield and Freddie Kitchens, okay? Kitchens is a guy, he was never even an offensive coordinator, but he was Mr. Football in Alabama, and he says he's a player's coach. See, he understands. The Browns beat the Ravens last Sunday, and they had 3 of their 4 defensive backs were out. But see, they lost their middle linebacker. It's next man up there. See, there's no babying people. There's no excuses. Freddie Kitchens is a good old boy, and he's a player's coach, and the players love him. And Baker Mayfield is the only guy that has... Baker Mayfield is the only Heisman Trophy winner in modern time to be a walk-on. Okay, he didn't play good the first couple of weeks. The Browns had a problem in the first game. Their left tackle got kicked out of the game for kicking someone stupidly, and then his backup went out of the game. So now you were playing with a third string tackle. And as far as playing the Rams, the offense. The right tackle is out. It takes time to develop things. Baker Mayfield hasn't even played 16. I think now he's had 16 games total. Okay, it takes time to get this through. These guys are new, but everybody's gone after him. Antonio Brown, Rex Ryan, Colin Cowherd. I mean, folks, Baker Mayfield is a winner. Okay, Freddie Kitchens are winners. They're winners. There's no question about it. Okay, the Browns will beat the 49ers, and the Browns will win the AFC North. Okay, you can count on it. Please press the like button. I've got a product that I'm going to talk to you about I don't usually talk about products and advertising, but my dad has tried a product that's helped him with his sore neck, and it's helped him relieve a lot of stress. It's a supplement. And I've got about a half a dozen other people have had good results from it. Mike in New York, Kevin in Chicago, Pete in Pennsylvania. Mike in Willoughby, Ohio, Kevin in Willoughby, Ohio. If you're interested, you can in the comments part message me, try to get a hold of me, or email me at ticketbill@aol.com and say you heard it on the Truth Machine. Okay, so from behind the wheel of the Truth Machine, this is Bill Spatrino asking you to sit back and enjoy the ride.